Hello, 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 Facebook. How are you? Oh, there it is. It looks really dark. I don't know why it gets so dark like that. Okay, now it's a little lighter. I don't know why it's so dark. Let me touch it. Maybe I'm in a new place. Anyway, how are you, Facebook? I'll scoot back some. I'm on you today because I was at this meeting today, and with the women's with WEE, and they were talking about fear. Their special guest, Jenny Lacey, was talking about fear, and it was so awesome because talking about fear, people don't like to acknowledge fear, and they think of fear. We think about fear sometimes. We think about it as being scared, being fearful, or something bad happening, or someone jumping out of a closet, or a scary movie, or fearful of dying, and things like that. But it was so fun as she was talking about the fear. I was thinking about sometimes you get to a point in your life where you really have to reevaluate what's happening in your life and what's going on. It looks really dark. It's driving me nuts. I'm sorry. Okay. Now it's a little lighter for me. There we go. I can see my face. So you have to reevaluate what's going on in your life and what you're doing in your life. And for me, reevaluate my life came at a point when I was around 40. Now, when I turned 40, I swear, I was looking at life from a different perspective. Hi, Kiki. Wayne from Barcelona joining me. You know, when I was 40, I don't know if some blinders came off of my eyes. The world was changing. I don't know what happened. But when I turned 40, I began to look at life a lot differently. And I remember very vividly that my priorities were different. What I wanted to do in life suddenly became different. How I looked at certain relationships changed. So, you know, it was a time for me to reevaluate things, people, places, and things in my life. And for a lot of people, reevaluating and tackling fear can be very, very scary. It really can. And for me, what did that look like? For me, that meant that I was going to be removing some people from my life. I was going to be removing some places from my life. So that meant that I removed myself from a certain church. I was no longer a member there. And that was a big change in my life. And but it was necessary. I knew I was going to remove some people who were friends in my life, where they were close friends and acquaintances, had been in my life for many, many years. I was reevaluating things, and people, places, and things were a part of that reevaluation. It was necessary in order for me to go to the next level of life, whatever that meant for me. I just knew that when I turned 40, my reevaluation was that I was no longer going to tolerate people, places, and things that, one, didn't support me wholeheartedly and genuinely. People who really didn't care about me genuinely. And you know these things, you know, and those are the people who use you for what they want to use you for, but are never there to help you, support you, and have your back when it counts. Okay? And that didn't mean that it may have been friends. That could have been family, could have been reevaluating myself at a job, you know, or career I've been at. And what was going through my mind when I had to reevaluate this stuff, you know, reevaluate these people, places, and things that I was getting ready to remove from my life. And fear really stops you from doing a lot of things like that. Because one, when you're removing things that are in your life and have been in your life for a long periods of time, you're comfortable with them. You're used to them because you know what to expect. Even though they may not be good for you, they're negative, they're bad, they're hurtful, they're toxic, but you know what to expect. So it's not anything new. You're familiar with it. And sometimes going to the next level, the next step in life, whether it's maturing as a woman and a man, whether it's becoming a parent, whether it's getting married, whatever it may be, whether it's taking on a different career, you have to reevaluate your life constantly and see if the people, places, and things in your life are supposed to be in your life now. Maybe they were supposed to be in your life 10 years ago. Maybe they served a purpose 1 month ago. Maybe they were supportive 6 years ago. But today, right now, and going forward, how do those people, places, and things line up in your life, in your priorities, in the direction you want to go? And fear, and turning 40 changes your perspective on life. It did. And I don't know if everybody goes through that change. You could go through when you're 30 or whatever, but some people don't even go through that change of perspective even when they're 50 or 60. So, you got to tap into changes and things. And fear of the unknown can paralyze you. Absolutely. Fear of the unknown. But I just wanted to go on here and share that because, making changes in life in order to better yourself is a scary thing. It's something new. But don't let that stop you. Don't let that paralyze you, as Kiki said. Don't let that create this sense of, oh, I can't do it because I'm so used to doing this. Don't do that, because if you know that certain people, places, and things are not good for you, are not a good fit anymore, that's just life. That's just life. And we have to learn how to deal with it. Doesn't mean you have to just go around slashing, you're out of my life, I'm not talking to you no more. Doesn't mean that. You just really you really have to reevaluate the placement they are in your life. Maybe at one point in your life they were here, and you know what? When you reevaluate, they're no longer at the top of that list, or it is no longer at the top of your list, or that place is no longer at the top of your list anymore. And you have to reevaluate, what is it that you want in life? Where is it you want to go in life? And what do you need in life? And what are your values? What do you value? And especially if those things aren't lining up with what you value and your priorities and where you want to go in life and what you think about yourself now at the age or in the place in life where you're at, then those things really have to be reevaluated. Maybe have to put a pin in it. You may have to change up some things. And you may have to may not be as in a close relationship with a person that you used to be in a close relationship with. And that's just what it is. You don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel that you owe anybody anything because you decided that something that you want your life to be a different way, a more positive, more enhanced, or just different. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't let anybody back you down about it. Follow what you want to do in life. Write your goals down and stick with it. Stick with it. And know that your questioning, uncertainty is going to come in when you're making these changes. But fear not, because you got to think about on the other side of that fear, what is waiting for you? What is it that you really want in life? If you're so fearful and you stop here, will you get to where you want to go? Will you have what you want to have? Will you be the woman, man that you really want to be in life? So anyway, that was my little spiel today. I wanted to come in here and touch base with you because I was just, thinking about some things and feeling some stuff about, when I had to reevaluate my life and how I felt about it and what was going on with me. And just wanted to share this. I know people are going through some things and with their career changes, life changes, relationship changes, whatever. And I just wanted to come in here and be a light of inspiration and say, hey, fear not. Fear not. And even if you do it afraid. All right. So anyway, toodles. See you all later. I hope you join me tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about some parenting stuff specifically. For the next week, I'll be going through some parenting stuff for my book, Parenting Ain't Easy. If you don't have it, go on and get it. It's on Amazon.com, or you can email me and I can get it for you. But I'm going to be talking about some parenting issues, talking about co-parenting, talking about how to structure your parenting style so it's more effective when dealing with some of your children. Talking about communicating with your teenager. Isn't that a trip sometimes, right? So anyway, hope you join me tomorrow on my coaching page, Renaissance Coaching. Anyway, if you have some questions, want to talk to me, I'm here. See you later. Bye, Kiki.